gotta tell the whole story.
Yeah, we do. People want to know. The people want to know. You're really tall. Hey guys!
This is so uncomfortable.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. This is my beautiful now fiance, Christopher. Today we're going to tell you guys all about our engagement story. If you're new here, please hit the like button and subscribe. We are going to just jump right into it. So I actually asked you guys some questions, what you wanted to know about our engagement, the ring, everything. So one of the first ones to kind of start off the story is, did you know he was going to propose, and did you guys talk about marriage going into it? I had no idea he was going to propose, like, then. I knew in the future he was going to. Like, I thought it was probably within, like, the next 6 months-ish. But we started talking about marriage, like, pretty early on. Like, right away. What'd you say?
Not right away.
I feel like we knew we were, like, I knew you were the one right away.
Same.
So, I mean, if your person is the one, you're gonna get married to them. So we kind of talked about marriage early on, but it wasn't really like a real topic of discussion, I feel like, until like 6 months in. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. So we actually, and then some people asked, did you guys talk a lot about it before it happened, and did you pick out your ring? We definitely talked about like getting married and getting engaged. We looked at rings, like, honestly, so he used to work at a jewelry store. So I just went up there to visit him one day, and I just looked at it. I didn't even think that was a real...
No, I was just kind of joking around.
Yeah, we were just looking at rings, and I kind of knew what I wanted. And I tried on a ring, and I'm like, oh my god, this one's beautiful. And that was it.
That was it?
That was literally it. So we didn't really, it's not like we went shopping specifically. Like, I was just visiting him at work, and I tried on a really pretty ring. So then, what did you do? You can go ahead. Take it away.
I bought it.
How long after? How long after I just tried it on did you buy the ring? I tried it on in March.
Yeah, I bought it in April.
He bought it in April. So I just tried it on. Like I said, this was just like for fun. He bought it a month later. Did it. So
she loved it.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. So I had no idea about that whatsoever. So going into the proposal, so after you bought the ring, what was like going through your head as far as proposal wise?
I didn't have anything planned. I knew I wasn't going to do it for a little bit, but I just figured why not get the ring, because I was going to propose anyways in the future.
So you didn't have like a plan or anything?
Not when I bought the ring, no.
When did you...
My plan was just to buy the ring.
Did you have a plan and like maybe it didn't work out, or was your plan always our anniversary? Like, when did you come up with a plan to propose our anniversary weekend? He bought the ring in April. Our 1 year anniversary is in September. So we were planning like just a weekend getaway to kind of like celebrate our 1 year anniversary.
Probably the beginning of August-ish. So like a month.
So this plan before your birthday?
I had started.
Really?
Like the thought process of everything, yeah.
And by the way, this entire time, he's like pretty much just telling me like it's not going to happen for months and months. So like just don't even like think it's happening.
Gotta lie.
I thought it wasn't. I realistically, like, I did not think it was going to happen until after the new year. Just because based off what he said. And I actually thought he was being honest, and I had no clue that. Because we didn't really, like, shop for rings. So that's why I'm like, he probably didn't buy a ring. Like, what would he buy? Or I don't even know. I just honestly didn't know. And I didn't even know if you knew my ring size, because I forgot. I don't even know what size I am.
I was a jeweler. I listen.
So you can scooch down more. You're too tall. There you go. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh, when did you ask my parents?
How far
August. That was like a month before.
Yeah, that's what I asked.
Okay, so he was at my house, and I was gone. I had a workout. And what did you do? Like, just talk about the conversation.
They were both in their room, and so I went up and I was, because our original plan for our anniversary was to go to Traverse City.
Yeah.
So I was, and your mom already knew about that, so I was like, hey, so I know you guys know about our plans for Traverse City and everything, and while we were up there, I just kind of wanted to know, like, I was like super casual about it. I was like, I just kind of want to know, like, if it'd be cool with you guys, like, you know, if I just like asked Hannah to marry me, and your mom was like, shut the fuck up.
She probably said
like,
that too.
What?
Did she say
What?
fuck? Like, shut the fuck up?
Yeah. And I was like, no, like, I'm dead serious. And she's like, what? And then she started to cry a little bit. And I was like, oh, I'm so serious. And then Joe got a little water-eyed. And he came up, shook my hand, gave me a hug. And then your mom was like, can I hug you? And I was like, yeah.
So did they actually even say yes?
Technically, no.
So technically you never got permission. You just said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And they were like crying, happy.
I took their cries as a yes.
Yeah, that was a fuck yes if my mom didn't say that already. Did she ask about the ring? Like, did you show her the ring?
No, I actually didn't have it.
Because you probably didn't have a picture of it either, did you? Mm-hmm. So nobody really saw the ring until after, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then, so we're going on our trip. How did the planning process go? Like, so he had a photographer there, which is like one of our really good friends. And so how did you plan that aspect of it?
I Google mapped like where I wanted to do it on the beach and everything. And then I got to the site about 2 hours before I said I was going to.
I know.
So I lied about that.
Yeah. You lied a lot that weekend.
So the whole time I was out there, I was like driving through the parking lot and I was taking videos of exactly where I was at, like driving in, and then I sent them to her and I was like, so I'm going to come in here, you guys are going to be over here.
Okay.
And over here, like I walked around and just took a video and I was like, you're going to be here, we're going to be here, coming through here. Like,
so did you,
super detailed videos.
So did you just say like, hey, I know I want to do it at the beach, but I'll tell you like the exact plan once I see it?
Yeah, once I get there.
Okay. And so he had actually asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to go on like a hike on Friday at this really cool hike place? And I'm like,
the Dune.
Of course, that's awesome. I was shocked he wanted to, and because he doesn't like,
stupid.
Yeah, he doesn't like anything involving your heart rate to go up at all. So I was like, you really want to do that? Like, I just thought he was being really nice and like wanted to do it for me. And he was like, yeah, I know you want to do it, so like, let's do it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so, but that morning, it didn't go to plan.
Pouring rain.
So we were actually, the plan was in the morning
before.
Was to go golfing in the morning.
Because there was a golf course like six steps away from our hotel.
And it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
So we were going to go golfing and then we were going to go to the hike.
Yeah.
So we weren't going to go hiking till like late afternoon. Mm-hmm. But we woke up and it was pouring rain. And it was supposed to stop early afternoon, but all the places closed just because of how wet it was. So I was like, well, let's just go hiking.
I was like, no, you know, I'm like not in the mood to hike yet. We should probably just like, because we chilled at the hotel for a little bit.
Yeah,
before we even worked out. I was like, let's just chill, watch some TV or something, let everything dry up outside, then we'll go to the gym, and then we can go hiking after, since we're all going to be like tired and sweaty. And like in the back of my head was fucking chaos because I had no idea, like, and I didn't want to get there early because everyone was supposed to get to the beach around like 4:30, 4:45 because my plan was to do it like 5 o'clock on the dot, and at like 12:30 she's like, let's go hiking, and I'm like, let's fucking not, because this is not gonna work.
Right. I honestly thought that you were okay. So because I remember when we woke up and we were, like I said, super lazy, like in bed in the morning. And you were in my head, I just thought you wanted to go golfing so bad because you kept saying, well, let's wait a little bit till it dries up and then I'll call. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, they're closed. Like, just get the golfing idea out of your head. But I just thought he really wanted to go golfing, but obviously it's for a different reason.
I actually really did want to go golfing.
I know. So that's why I really wasn't far off. I'm like, he would try every, like, ounce of hope to go golfing, whereas we called all the places and they literally all said we're going to be closed for the day. So I'm like, give it up. Just give it up. But then so we went to the gym. We were there a while. We were there like 2 hours.
Yeah, probably like hour 45.
Yeah. So, and then when we got back and we were like showering and stuff, I'm like ready and he is just so chill. He's like playing video games on his phone, and I'm like, what are you doing? He was just taking so long.
Took a real long poop.
Yeah, it was so annoying. He was literally in the bathroom for a half hour.
It was more than that.
It was so long.
Because I was in the bathroom texting everybody too before I even like showered or anything.
Yeah, and
I turned the shower on so you didn't hear me just like not doing anything in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had the shower on for like 35 minutes and like I had only 1 bar of service. So I was holding my phone like in the window like, dear God, someone please answer me. Like everything was going wrong pretty much.
I just thought you were just taking your sweet ass time, and it was kind of annoying because I was all ready. I'm like, are we gonna go on this hike or not? Well, that's why I was confused. So, and we get to
it was still pretty early.
Yeah.
It was like, we got to the beginning of the hike at 4:15. I remember that.
Oh my God.
Because I had to make 1 mile last 30 minutes.
And I'm like ready to jog up because it started with like really steep steps, and I'm like, all right, let's go. They were
straight
bad.
up.
They were bad, and I've done a lot of those. I was bad too. That was hard. It was hard. But every 10 steps, he stops, pulls out his phone. He's like, okay, smile for a picture. And at first I was like, this is so sweet. Like, he just wants to take pictures. I'm always the one asking for pictures, and he's just being really generous. And then it was like every 10 steps. And I'm like, okay, like, this is really pretty. We'll probably never go on a hike again. So maybe that's why he's taking so many pictures. And then we finally get to the top. So the hike was like pretty much just this big hill. So on the way up was stairs, and then there was like a landing, which was really pretty. And then you went
see, like,
downhill.
All the dunes, forest and everything of the backside.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. So that was easy to stay up there for a little while because it was really pretty, and we could like...
We took a lot of time up there.
Yeah, a lot of time. And then you tried to get me to take like a detour through all that tall grass.
Oh yeah.
You're like, let's take pictures over here. I'm like, okay. And then
there were praying
yeah, that was gross.
There was like 10 praying mantises. Praying mantises.
Praying mantises.
Praying manti.
No.
It was loaded with bugs because there was like an abandoned building like right next to where we were at. So I was like, oh, let's take pictures here. That'd be sick. And I started walking through like this beyond knee-high grass, and there were bugs all over the place and praying manti like this big. So I was like, nope. Screw it. We're just going to go back to the original plan.
Yeah. So then we walked down, and it was sand.
Straight downhill.
Which is very hard.
Yeah.
That was really hard, actually. Yeah. To walk down in just, like, really soft sand. So we're walking out. Oh, wait. We forgot to say about the cup. Which I think is key. Oh. Okay. So, for our anniversary, since we were taking this trip... Yeah.
Back up.
Rewind.
Blah, 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 blah.
I can put a sound effect in there. I'll use your voice. Do it again.
It's me talking backwards.
Okay. So for the trip, we figured that our trip would be our gifts to each other. So we weren't going to get crazy gifts or anything for our anniversary presents. We said like $20 gifts, something super simple, nothing crazy, because we're going to spend money on this weekend. So I gave him his gifts as soon as we got there, like Thursday night. And he was like, I have your gift. I'm like, okay, where is it? He's like, no, I'm not. I'm just going to wait to give it to you. And that annoys me very much. And he knows that. That's why he probably did it.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly.
It's funny.
Because I knew... Okay, so he's like, oh, I'll just show you like how big it is. So he pulls out this box, and I can see on the side it says Arctic. And I'm like, okay, well, you obviously got me an Arctic cup. Why won't you just give it to me? Like, I literally know what it is. Just give it to me. He's like, nah, you can have it. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the next day. Like, we'll see. I'm like, it's a cup. Like, the only surprise, like, what color it is. He's like, no, I personalized it a little bit. I'm like, oh, wow, you put my name on it. That's what in my head.
How excited she is about the things I do for her.
No! I was excited. I just knew what it was. So I just didn't see like why you couldn't give it to me. I didn't know what it was, but I thought I knew what it was. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go get out of your backpack. And he's like, you better not. Like, do not touch the cup. I'm like, okay, I will not touch the cup. So on our hike, we had like a backpack. well, he had his backpack. So in his backpack, he had the cup, which I didn't even think I knew that the cup was in there. And so we're going on our hike. We're going down, and we're about to get to the sand dunes, like right on the beach. And we get there, and he's like, okay, like, you can have your cup. You can have your gift now. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. So he pulls out the RJ cup and gives it to me. And it's white marble. I'm like, oh my gosh, so cute. Like, oh, it's so cute. It's such a cute cup. Then I turn it over and it says wifey in like the Friends font, which I love Friends. But I still didn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, he's just being sweet. Like, calling me his wife. How cute. No big deal. So as I'm looking at this cup, I'm like, oh, that's really sweet of him. Like, he's so kind and
so kind.
Sweet. While I'm looking at the cup,
Bam!
bam! Question of a lifetime.
Down on one knee.
Yeah. Oh,
At the
really?
end. I had no plan.
Oh, shit.
I was like, I don't know if I should just give this to the cup at the end, like after it's done and it's just like a fun little engagement gift, or if I do the cup first, kind of distract you. So I was still figuring all that out. And it worked out because I put the ring box in a watch box in case for some reason you wanted to go through my book bag and you didn't see a James & Sons box.
Yeah.
So as I gave you the cup, I was trying to get the watch box open with one hand. And I was trying to like rip this lid off, like handing you this, and I ended up getting it. So it was like a nice little time delay while you were looking at the cup for me to get.
Because you handed me the cup just like marble side up, so I didn't even know that it was personalized until I flipped it over and then I looked at it. So I was definitely looking at it for a few seconds because I didn't see you pull anything out.
And then I forgot that I put the ring box. It was 2 boxes.
Oh yeah.
So I pulled the box out of the freaking box, and then I had to get that box out of the box to open up. Yeah, and I didn't think of any of that. So I was glad that you had the cup to distract me because I was like, box. And then
you're like, no.
Yeah.
So then he gets down on one knee, and I just lost it. Completely.
Kim K lost it.
Just 100% lost it. Shut up. I bawled my eyes out. Okay. That is not what I did. You're dramatic.
It's close.
It is close.
It's accurate.
Just immediately started crying. And then in between crying, he was like, you said Hannah Renee Walney, didn't you?
No, I said Hannah Renee.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even cuter.
Yeah, I didn't say.
Okay. He said Hannah Renee. And then I started crying more. And then once I kind of stopped crying, then
I was
you
like,
said...
what's up, girl?
No, you didn't.
You trying to do this or what?
Forever or not. He said, will you marry me? And then I started crying even more. And then I don't even remember you putting the ring on my finger because I was just crying so hard. So
She's crying so much. Had no idea what was going on. Pretty sure she didn't really comprehend the fact that it happened. And then her friend Tara...
Oh, yeah.
Our photographer came around the corner and her boyfriend Robbie was taking photos as well. So they kind of like came from both angles. And then I think that's when that hit you that everything was happening because you turned to her and you were like, what the heck? So then, and then...
Then I started crying more.
And then,
Yeah. And then I turned around and then we had all our friends and family there. And then I started crying even more because I was like, oh my God, he invited all these people. Like he actually this was a big, he planned all this stuff. It was so overwhelming, but I'm actually glad because a lot of people said that they don't remember anything that happened, and I thought that I wouldn't, especially because I cried so much, but I remember that exact feeling and what you said and everything. And he also stayed on his knee for a few minutes to get more pictures. So every time I'd be crying and then I would stop crying, look at him down on one knee and then start crying again because it was just so overwhelming. I'm like, this is actually happening. So I think that helped me it not happen in 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. It kind of made it feel longer, which I really liked because then I kind of got to embrace the moment a little bit longer. So then we walked down the beach.
I also didn't even know what to do. I was just like, I'll just stay here first.
Yeah. Do I get up? Yeah. No, it was good I'm really glad you did, actually, because I say that a lot when people ask me about it. And I'm like, that helped me cry even more, but also kind of like soak it all in longer. But then we went down to the beach. All our friends and family were there, which was so fun. And we took like some instant engagement pictures. We are gonna do an actual like engagement session because I looked like a hot mess. We also had just hiked,
And worked out.
Yeah, and worked out. But I cried all my makeup. I mean, I had like makeup on like my forehead. So it was emotional. It was a very emotional time for me. I honestly...
Refer to the pictures for her ugly Kim K face.
Yeah. I'll probably put it in the thumbnail, actually, because it's bad.
I'll just slap it up real quick.
Yeah. I'll do a slideshow of all the crying pictures. It was bad. It was really bad. But
It was good.
I'm glad I had that reaction, I guess, because I kind of thought I would just have, like, a few glistening tears.
She thinks she's a badass.
No, I'm just not
I'm just not emotional.
I've never happy cried.
Oh, you've cried.
Yeah, but I've never happy cried. Until now.
Well, she went 0 to 100 on the happy cry.
I made my first one really count. Whatever. What have you guys decided on what state you will be getting married in?
Michigan.
We honestly just want to get married where it's halfway between both of our families, so nobody has to drive the full like 4.5, 5 hours. And then
more.
And then it's very equal for both of our families. So we're thinking like West Michigan. Oh, let's just admire the beauty for a second. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I could do that all day. Must you? Okay, we're gonna go eat dinner now. If you guys have any more questions, comment below and I will get back to you. You're not even funny. No, you're not.